Hi, my name is Robert Pearman. I'm a small business server MVP and I run the titlerequired.com blog. In this video I'm going to talk to you about Server 2012 Essentials and Remote Domain Join. So I've got my Windows 7 client here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open up Internet Explorer and navigate to the Connect page of our Essentials server, but I'm going to use the WAN address rather than the internal LAN address. This client that we're looking at is actually connected to a completely separate internet connection for the purposes of this video. So you see I'm typing in /connect as the address rather than /remote, and you'll be familiar with this page if you've installed the connector software on any machine. The process is pretty similar for those that are familiar with SPS Essentials or Storage Server Essentials, with the exception that when you're running on Essentials 12 over a WAN link, this screen will fail and you'll need to type in the FQDN of your server. So I'm going to type in the public FQDN, which is essentials2012.remotewebaccess.com. It's obviously taken me a long time to type. The wizard will go away now and detect that server. And what I've had to do is crop this video quite substantially because the running time was actually over an hour when I ran it in real time. So some of the screens you'll see have been trimmed. So we'll get started. We'll just click next and the wizard will go away and detect whether we've got .NET 4 installed, etc. And this is where I started cropping some of the video because this bit took over half an hour to actually detect the server and get the connector software installing. And we'll just restart the PC. So after the PC boots up, we'll start the Connect wizard proper, where we type in our credentials and choose our settings, whether we want to set up for backup, etc. Again, if anyone's familiar with SPS Essentials, it's basically the same wizard. What you'll see though on the first stage here is that we'll actually need to set up our credentials for a VPN connection. So this VPN connection is already configured by the system for us as part of the wizard, and you'll see that it uses the SSTP technology when we click on Connect. So the wizard has detected there that I've used my domain admin account, and it's given us that familiar warning about whether we want to carry on with that or whether we want to use a standard user account. And then we just need another reboot. Again, I have cropped a lot of these screens, so it might take a little bit longer if you're doing this on one of your systems. I've cropped about 45 minutes out of this so far. So here we are with the start of the wizard. We're going to set this up for ourselves. Do we want to migrate the profiles? enter a nice description for the machine. Do we want to do the backups? And next, obviously, do we want to join the Customer Experience Improvement Program, which is where Microsoft get all their fantastic ideas, and possibly where they got the idea to get rid of Small Business Service Standard. But you didn't hear that from me. Of course, I'm just joking. There was many reasoned arguments for getting rid of SBS Standard. Anyway, I'm just keeping this section in just to demonstrate to anybody who's had trouble installing the connector that it really can be a simple process. And if you think I'm being sarcastic, then you are, of course, correct. And there we go. So we've just finished the wizard now, and go on to look at the dashboard. So just log on here with our domain username and password. So once all the apps have finished loading, we'll try and sign into the dashboard. This is going to fail because our VPN's not connected at the moment. So we'll go ahead and connect that, and then we'll be able to launch the dashboard correctly. So you can see I clearly clicked on the wrong option there. As you can see, the VPN connects quite quickly, and close that down. Close that down. Close it. There we go. And we'll sign into the dashboard, which is a remote app, so it will load over a couple of seconds. I'm going to get a warning pop up because I've got the dashboard open already on the server locally, so just need to OK that, and then hopefully that will come straight up. It's the lovely new Metro interface. And for those of you who haven't seen the dashboard before, here it is. It's a lot different from the Essentials, SBS Essentials dashboard in terms of the look and feel of it, but in terms of functionality, it's pretty much the same dashboard with the addition of that email tab there, which you may have seen in a previous blog post I did. So you can see my new machine here is showing up with some of the statuses are not available yet. They will refresh over the next sort of 5 minutes towards the end of the video, so we'll see that all populate in a minute. I will just try and launch the backup in a minute just to see if it's going to work over the VPN connection. I wouldn't actually recommend that you do that in practice, but as you'll see in a second, it does actually start to do the backup, so I think it will do incremental backups okay over the VPN connection, but I wouldn't do an initial backup that way. So I'm just going to let this backup start, and then I'll stop it again in a couple of seconds, and then have a quick look at the dashboard, demonstrate that all that information has now been populated. And that's it really for the video. So I hope you found this useful. If you want to get in touch and talk to me about not SBS Essentials but Server 2012 Essentials, I keep saying SBS Essentials, all my contact details will be on the screen in a second. And thanks for listening. So we just load up the dashboard quickly, and you can see those details that weren't populated before are now showing. And that's it. So thanks again.